Everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
So you might have seen the previous recorded lecture of mine, and if you have not seen, you can see it is available on YouTube, and the links I have shared earlier. So what we are talking about, we want to find out the transient response of your second order system. First order system we have completed, and in the second order system we are starting. In the second order system, we have taken one system whose transfer function is given as Cs upon Rs is equal to this, and Rs is equal to 1 upon S. We want to find out C of t. In order to find out C of t, we have to find out the inverse Laplace. So all the procedures we have done. Okay, so we have started like this: Cs upon Rs is equal to 1 upon S. So this is nothing but the 1 upon S, and this is nothing but your transfer function. We want to find out inverse Laplace. So you have some signs, plus or minus sign over here in order to get the perfect inverse Laplace transformation. So I can find out the inverse Laplace. I can get the help from this partial fraction method. So E upon S upon plus BS plus C upon S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. This we are getting, and if you have calculated A, B, and C, we will got the value of A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1, C is equal to minus 2 zeta omega n. Okay, so how we can find out that? You have to show in your homework. Maybe I have not given, but I will give you. But there's this particular practice you need to follow. So at the end you will be getting A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1, C is equal to minus 2 zeta omega n. So I will put this value in this equation. So it will be 1 upon S plus B is equal to minus 1. So it will be Bs minus S minus C plus C. So C is equal to minus 2 zeta omega n. Okay, so if you see clearly over here, there is some term missing. That is the last term is missing over here. Okay, so again what we assume is zeta omega n is equal to alpha. So I will put it alpha over here. So this last term is missing. So last term is nothing but your alpha. Okay, so if it is alpha, then now we need to find out last term. So it is the alpha. So I need to find out alpha. I have to add as well as subtract alpha over here. So how can I do this? So 1 upon S minus, taking minus quantity common over here. So it will be S plus 2 alpha to S square plus 2 alpha S plus omega n square. So the last term we have got alpha square. So what I will do, I will add it over here, and later I will subtract it over here also. Okay, so so we have added alpha square over here, and we have subtracted over here also. Okay, so S plus 2 alpha, so this will be S plus alpha whole square plus omega n square plus minus alpha value zeta omega whole square. So it is S plus alpha whole square, S plus alpha, S plus 2 alpha, S plus alpha whole square plus omega n square. Okay, zeta square into omega n square. Okay, taking omega n square is equal to common quantity, so it will be 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so this we have assumed. Okay, omega d is equal to, we have assumed in the earlier stage, omega d is equal to omega n into bracket 1 minus zeta square. So we have got this. Okay, again I can get the inverse Laplace of this if the formulation will be like this. કદાચ અહીંયા s plus alpha હોય or omega d હોય, તો I can get the formula of e raised to minus alpha t and sin omega t and cos omega t. Okay, just revising the inverse Laplace formulas over here. So it will be like this: sin omega t will, okay, so if there is a omega upon s square plus omega square, we can get the inverse Laplace sin omega t. If it is s upon s square plus omega square, we will get inverse Laplace of this cos omega t. If it is omega upon s square, s plus a whole square plus omega square, Laplace inverse of this is nothing but e raised to minus at sin omega t. And if it is s plus alpha as s plus a whole square plus omega square, on a numerator s plus a, the inverse Laplace of this is nothing but e raised to minus at cos omega t. So we need to make this two terms because our terms will be like this. અહીંયા s plus 2 alpha છે એટલે either it will be s plus alpha or omega d. So what I will do, I will separate it out. S plus 2 alpha છે એના બે પાર્ટ પાડ્યા, s plus alpha and alpha. So can I write like this, 1 upon s minus s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square plus બે alpha હતા એમાંથી એક alpha અહીંયા લીધા, alpha upon s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Okay, so what does that mean? This can be formed as which formula? આ કોનું ફોર્મેશન છે? આના જેવું છે ફોર્મેશન, s plus alpha s plus a omega square s plus a. Okay, so I can replace it with this formula. So here we have got like this. આની જોડે હું replace કરી શકું છું. Over here there is a alpha upon s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. In order to get the inverse Laplace, what should be over here? Either s plus alpha હોવો જોઈએ અથવા તો omega d હોવો જોઈએ. If it is omega d over here, અહીંયા same છે, so I can write inverse Laplace of e raised to minus at sin omega t. Okay, but we don't have this. We are having alpha. So what I will do, I will multiply and divide by omega d. So it will be s plus alpha upon s plus alpha square plus omega d square plus alpha upon omega d. Alpha I am taking as it is, omega d we are dividing, multiplying omega d upon s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Okay, what we have done, we have just multiply and divide by omega d. Why we are doing this? Because we need to find out the inverse Laplace. For the inverse Laplace we will use this formula. Okay, so I am rewriting this equation again. So it will be this equation, it is equal to 1 upon s minus s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square plus alpha upon omega d into omega d. I am rewriting this, s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Done. So taking the inverse Laplace of this, so it will be no, before taking the inverse Laplace, just put the values. It will be s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square plus alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is nothing but zeta into omega n divided by what is omega d. Omega d is equal to what? Omega n into bracket 1 minus zeta square into omega d divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Okay, 1 upon s into bracket s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square plus omega and cancel out, zeta 1 minus zeta square into omega d s plus alpha whole square plus omega. Okay, taking the inverse Laplace. If I am taking the inverse Laplace, what is the inverse Laplace of 1 upon s?
1.
1.
Sir, under root 1 minus zeta square આવશે ને? હા, omega d.
Omega d is equal to
Omega n into under root of 1 minus.
yes, will be inverse Laplace of 1 upon s is nothing but 1. Okay, what will be the inverse Laplace of this formula? You have to take the help of this equation. Which equation it is looking like this? S plus a, s plus alpha है. Okay, s plus a whole square plus omega s. So it is same. So what I can write, e raised to an answer, so the e raised to minus at. So your answer will be e raised to your answer will
minus alpha t.
Minus alpha t into cos omega dt. Okay, plus zeta upon under root 1 minus zeta square into what will be the answer of this? Omega d upon s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Is it same? Your
Yes,
answer
sir. E raised to minus alpha t cos omega dt.
cos or sine?
Sin omega sin.
Omega dt. Done. Now what is the common thing over here? It is common, so I'm making the common e raised to minus alpha t. What is alpha? Zeta omega n into t cos omega dt plus zeta in upon 1 under root 1 minus zeta square sine omega dt. Okay, I'm multiplying it over here, so it will be 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t, okay, under root 1 minus zeta square cos omega dt plus zeta into sine omega dt divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. I'm taking out of a bracket under root 1 minus zeta square. Done. So now what I will do, I will assume zeta is equal to cos theta and under root 1 minus zeta square is equal to sin theta. So what will be the value of tan theta? Tan theta is equal to
Under root 1 minus zeta square divided by zeta.
Or theta is equal to tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square upon zeta. Okay, so it is nothing but your sin theta. It is nothing but your cos theta. So rewriting this equation over here, so it will be looking like okay. I'm rewriting this equation over here. 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. What is it? Sin theta into cos omega dt plus cos theta into sin omega dt. Okay, so what it will be? Sin theta sin theta into cos omega dt plus cos theta into sin omega dt. What it will be?
Sin theta plus omega dt.
Then sin omega 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t under root 1 minus zeta square. Okay, sin omega dt plus sin omega dt plus theta, sorry, sin omega dt plus theta. Okay, 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t under root 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt plus theta. Theta is equal to what? Tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square upon it is nothing but your okay. Just repeating what you have done in case you have not got actually Just wait. Our main equation was this. Our main equation was this: omega n square upon s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Okay. We want to find out C of t with respect to step input. So Rs is equal to 1 upon S we have taken. So just multiplying Rs over here, so it will be 1 upon S into omega n square upon whatever the things which are over here. Okay, in order to find out C of 2, we have to take the help of partial fraction. So E upon S upon plus BS plus C. So we will get the value of A, B, C by just any other form, whatever the method you are finding out for this coefficient. Okay, partial fraction na je points hai, ye find out karunga. Then CS is equal to, we will put the value of A, B and C. So we have got this, and over here we have got some equation which is not having the last term. So we have found out the last term, and after finding the last term we will add it and subtract it. Okay, so we have added it over here and subtracted. Okay, so this is nothing but s plus alpha whole square plus omega n square minus, we have put the value of alpha zeta into omega n square. Okay, so it will be square of both zeta square into omega n square. We have taken omega n square common, so it will be 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so what is this actually? It is nothing but omega d. Okay, it is nothing but your omega d. So now we will be having two terms. We know, in order to get the answer, what we have to do? We have to formulate this s plus 2f and this equation into this manner. Either it can be named over here s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha square plus omega d, or it will be written as omega d upon s plus alpha square plus omega d square. Okay, so what I will do, I will separate this two alpha. One alpha is over here and second alpha is over here. So s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square plus alpha upon s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Okay, now this we can write directly of your cos formula. આ directly cos formula તમારો apply થઈ જશે, but over here you are having alpha. If it is omega d, we can apply sine rule or the inverse Laplace of sine. So what I will do, I will put omega over here, omega d over here. So multiply and divide by omega d. So I have multiplied it and I have divided over here. Anything multiply and divide kariye, so this term will become as your cos term, this term will become as your sine. Okay, so we have rewritten over here again, and we have put the value of alpha and omega d. So the alpha value is zeta into omega n, and omega d is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so it will be omega n cancel out the here. Now we'll be having this term zeta upon under root 1 minus zeta square omega d. So this is nothing but your cosine term, this is nothing but your sine term. So inverse Laplace of this 1 upon s 1 minus e raised to minus alpha t into cos omega dt plus whatever it is, I will remain as it is. We want to find out inverse Laplace omega d, so e raised to minus alpha t sin omega t. Here there is a common quantity of e raised to minus alpha t, so I will take it common and put the value of alpha over here, that is minus zeta omega n. So this will be cos omega dt plus zeta upon under root 1 minus zeta square sin omega dt. Okay, I will assume the value of this terms. Okay, we have multiplied it over here. Okay, so under root 1 minus zeta square is going to multiply it over here zeta, and denominator now under root 1 minus zeta square outside, I will take it as a common quantity. So it will be sin theta something into cos omega dt plus something into sin omega dt. So we have assumed cos theta and sin theta respectively, and find out the value of theta is equal to tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square upon. Okay, now I will put the value of your sin theta and cos omega dt over here. So it is nothing but your sin omega dt plus theta or sin theta plus omega dt. Okay, you can change this omega dt. What is theta? Theta is equal to tan inverse. Okay, so it is the C of t for second order system with transient response by applying unit step input. Okay, I hope if you are able to write the whole theory, you will be understanding what is the mathematical procedure behind it and how you can solve it. Okay, I will provide all the video lecture and this notes to you, and you have to complete the homework for this. Any query in this question?
No, sir.
Okay. Rule number 22, turn off your mic, video and mic. So far what we have discussed, our main criteria of this graph only. Okay, we want to examine this part. Okay, first part of this steady state error part, and the second part is your transient response. Okay, so for this transient response of steady state error part, we have taken type 0, type 1, type 2 system and step input, ramp input and parabolic input, and we have find out steady state error. In the second part, we have gone for this transient response analysis. Transient response analysis, we have taken first order system. Okay, in first order system, we have given step input, ramp input and your impulse input. Then we have taken second order system and we have applied the step input. Okay, as far as your syllabus is concerned, our analysis of your second order system is limited to your step input only. We will not go for unit ramp input and unit parabolic input. Okay, એટલે અત્યારની જે થયું એ તમારો response analysis અહીંયા સુધી ખતમ થઈ ગયો છે. Okay, we will be mostly going for second order system for your unit step input. Done? Okay, have you completed all the homework that I have given?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just complete it, complete the things whichever I have mentioned, starting from this earlier lecture of static error coefficient, this one. We have got the value of ESS, KP. Have you got this? Atomic Karailo Jadu. ESS, KV, then KA. Okay. Then ESS, we have taken type 0 system. ESS is equal to 1 plus K. ESS is equal to 0. Type 2. What is the ESS for type 2?
0.
ESS is equal to 0. Okay, everybody got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have taken B, that is nothing but ramp input. Type 0, ESS is equal to infinity. Type 2.
1 by K.
1 by K.
Type 2.
Infinity.
0.
0.
0 or infinity?
0.
Okay. KV you have got infinity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Earlier you have got KV
K.
K. Then we have taken type 2 system, that the answer is 0. Then we have taken your parabolic input. Okay, type 0 system, we have taken ESS equal to infinity. Type 1 system, we have taken KA. Answer so to KA
0.
0.
ESS
Infinity.
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 type 2 KA
K.
K.
ESS
1 by K.
1 by
1
K.
upon
K.
Done. So it will be the graph, maybe you have drawn like this. Okay, and before that maybe I have given you for the tabular representation also. Have you completed it? Tabular representation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. then we have taken transient response analysis for the first order system में equation लेते तो then we have applied 1 upon s. Okay, so can you complete this? Completed? You have completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the answer of C of t? Answer of C of t for second equation, t is equal to 2 tau.
0.13.
0.13. 3 tau.
0.049.
0.049.
4 tau.
0.018.
0.018.
0.1. 5 tau.
0.0067.
0.0067.
10 tau.
4.53 into 10 raised to minus 5.
4.53 into
10 raised to minus 5.
25t.
1.38 into 10 raised to minus 11.
That means it is 11 something. So if I'm plotting the graph over here, so for tau it is 0.63. So suppose it is reference value is 1 because our reference value rs is equal to 1 upon s. So rt is equal to nothing but your unit ramp input, sorry, step input. So it will be 1. So we are having this. So for tau, your it will be your 0.6. Here tomorrow 0.6 hours. For 2 tau, it is 0.13. Okay, so it will be like over here. C of t આવે છે કે શું છે?
સર 0.8646 આવે.
શેમાં?
તો સર 0.86466 આવે પછી
બધા આન્સર છે, આ બધા ઊંધા આન્સર છે.
હા
સર આખું ખોટું છે.
હા, C of t 0.63 પછી
0.86466.
0.86. ઓકે, પછી
0.9502.
95. 4 tau.
9816.
ઓકે, 5 tau.
0.9932.
Okay. 10.
0.9999. And
20.
1 answer.
Okay.
1 answer.
Okay, so putting the value tau, this is 0.8 tau 0.63, 2 tau, answer is 0.86 something. Okay, 4 tau or 3 tau anything kariye to it will be like over here. Okay, then you are having a 4 tau over here, 6 tau, and but that tomorrow answer maybe 25 will be like this. If I'm combining it, my waveform will be looking like this. Okay, so what we have concluded for the first order system having our rs is equal to 1s, that is nothing but your step input, unit step input, you are getting the this kind of a waveform. Okay, it is exponentially increasing, so that we have achieved. Then we have found out ess is equal to 0. Yes, last માં તમારો આન્સર જો 25 કરો છો ત્યારે આન્સર 1 આવી જાય છે, that means ess is equal to 0. So that we have graph, we have mathematically proven as well as with the help of equation we have proven in the both the ways. Okay, then we have taken 1 upon s square. Okay, for again 1 upon s square we have got the value of e of t, and we can prove with the help of your mathematical steps as well as the calculation also. Our observation table bhi તમે બનાવી શકો છો, and you can, okay, but there is no need for that, is for example. Okay, and then third one is your impulse input. Third one is your impulse input, that we have completed. Done. This is your second order system. Okay, so how many things we have completed in your time response analysis? For steady state analysis we have taken type 0, type 1 and type 2 system, and then we have found out ess for step, ramp, parabolic input. Okay, we have derived the equation of ess, mathematical equation starting ma derive kareલું. Then we have gone for transient response analysis also. Okay, now transient response analysis later part જે હતો એમાં first order system લીધી, second order system માં only one input we have done. Okay, all clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now we are going little more further, that is this part. It is your transient response part. Okay, transient response. It might happen that your system will be giving output like this. So it is not actually desirable. Our output desirable nothing because system is given to follow this path, not this. It might happen that motor just 4000 rpm ऊपर चलवाने की दी है, but it is running at 5000 rpm. Later it is running in 3000 rpm. It is not desirable. What does that mean? This peak should be lesser, this valley should be lesser, and that should be a lesser oscillation. Oscillation ઓછા હોવા જોઈએ. Okay, directly આવું તો નહીં જ હોય, આવું હશે, but it should be less. Okay, so how these things are actually working, that we will see under the head of transient response analysis. Okay, so I'm redrawing the graph over here within a better view. So this is your reference input, this is your output. Done. Now at this time your steady state is reached. At this time steady state is, it is nothing but your C of t. Let me adjust the camera. It is nothing but C of t with respect to t. Okay, there will be some timestamp. Okay, so over here it is reaching to 1. Over here it is your reference input, so it will be 1.0 or 100% if I am saying in terms of a percentage. Okay, it will be 0.1, it will be 0.5, okay, it will be 0.9. So this will be 0.1, this will be 0.5, okay, and this will be a 0.9. At this point, 1 minute, just a hold. Okay, so over here you are having peak. Okay, so I'm just putting it over here also. Okay, so I'll be having some time related to this waveform. I'm not talking about this part, the steady state part that we have already covered. We were interested in this part. Okay, so starting from over here. Okay, so it will be, this time is nothing but TD. What is TD? I will tell you. TD, okay, 0.5 સુધી the time change, it is nothing but, okay, then you are having another time that is between this, it is nothing but TR. Okay, another time you are having, it is nothing but TP. Okay, and another time is nothing but TS. If you are able to see clearly, TS is the time from 0 to the point at which steady state is this. Okay, so it is called as a settling time. TS is called as a settling time. તમારો output settle થઈ જાય છે. So it is named as a settling time. It is known as a settling time in seconds, measured in terms of a second. Another time is TP. It is between your 0 to this peak. Okay, your output is from 0 to it reaches peak. That is time nothing but your peak time. It is TP is equal to peak time. It is again will be in terms of a second. Time required for output to reach from 0 to its peak is called TP, peak time. Time required for the response to reach from 0 to its steady state, it is called your settling time. Third is nothing but your TD. TD, time required from the output to reach from 0 to 50%. It is nothing but your delay time. Again it will be in terms of a second. અહીંયા થી અહીંયા પહોંચવા માટેનો જે total is your 100%. Okay, 100 માંથી 50 ઉપર પહોંચવા માટે જેટલો ટાઈમ લાગ્યો એ શું કહેવાય? TD. Okay, another last one is your TP. What is, sorry, TR. TP we have done. What is TR? TR is time required from 10% to 90% of its final value. તમારો આઉટપુટ કેટલે છે અત્યારે? 10%, and if once it is reached to final 90%, it is called your rise time. It is in terms of, okay, so we are having 4 formulas: TPS, TP, TD and TR. Rise time, delay time, peak time and settling time. All are in second. Another one is, it is the highest error. Okay, over here we will be having this term. We will find out with the help of another formula that is called MP. It is called as maximum overshoot. Although it is error, but it is overshoot. Actually our requirement is this, but it is overshoot by this. So this is overshoot. આને શું કહેવાય? અંડરશૂટ કહેવાય. બટ વી આર નોટ મોસ્ટલી બોધરિંગ અબાઉટ ઇટ, કારણ કે આ મોટું છે, આના કરતાં આ નાનું છે. સો ધીસ 5 indicators are responsible for the response given by the system in this. Done. So just I will brief out the mathematical equation કે જેને હું later હું derive કરીશ. Okay, regarding this. So TD we can find out by this formula, 1 plus 0.7 into zeta upon omega n. Okay, another one is nothing but your rise time, TR. TR is equal to pi minus theta divided by omega d, and TP, what is equation of TP? TP is equal to pi upon omega d, or in other words it will be pi upon, what is omega d? Omega n under root omega 1 minus zeta square. Another one is your TS. TS is equal to 4 upon zeta into omega n. Okay, another one is your percentage MP or MP. Maximum overshoot is always measured in terms of a percentage. So percentage MP is equal to e raised to minus zeta pi upon under root 1 minus zeta square into 100. 100, why? Because we want to measure in terms of a, okay, all these equations we will derive later on, but for the moment because it is necessary for next particular tutorial to have example, you need to find out TD, TR and TP and TS. Okay, so can anybody tell me what is TD from the graph itself? What will be the definition of TD? The graph, from the graph, it is the time required for the response to reach from 0 to 50%. Okay, what is TP? It is the time required for the system output to reach
0 to peak time.
0 to its first peak. Okay.
First peak.
Yes. TS. It is the time required for the system to settle down, or
Settle down.
or it is in your steady state period. What is that? TR? It is the time required for the system to reach
Rise
rise from 10% to
90%.
90% or 0% to 100%. In some cases it will be termed as over here, but on a bifurcation માટે હું 10 to 90 લઉં છું. અમુક કેસમાં 0 to 100 બી હોય છે. Okay, we have formula જે TR ની છે 0 to 100 ની છે. Okay, so these are the formulas related to it, and we will derive. Okay, we will try to derive it one by one, but before that you first need to understand what is this, what this graph is. Okay, એટલે આ તમારી નોટમાં અત્યારે ખાલી ડ્રો કરી નાખો, so it will be helpful. Now out of this 4 formula we will first go for TP. TP in my mare derive karvu છે. So how we can derive the value of TP? TP is what? The time to reach its first peak. Okay, so over here you can see your output is initially 0, it is rising, that means it is changing. અહીંયાથી ચેન્જ થઈ અને કયા પોઈન્ટ ઉપર આયા? અહીંયા. So CT ની વેલ્યુ કઈ છે? આ છે. આ પોઈન્ટ ઉપર આપણે ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરીએ. So what is our formula? Which formula we have in second order system? તમારે આ દરેક વખતે યાદ રાખવું પડશે. CT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t under root 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt plus theta. This thing that we have derived in the last topic. Our last topic derive very છે, and it is very useful in further exam. We want to find out TP. Okay, at time t is equal to TP, you are finding out C of t at over here. Okay, so what I can write, at t is equal to TP, what will be the rate of change of CT over here? આ point ઉપર rate of change of CT શું હશે? CT with respect to t. કોઈ બી પીક ઉપર પહોંચો તો એ વખતે એનો rate of change of that function with respect to time will be 0 or infinity. આ point ઉપર શું હશે rate of change? d by dt of C of t at t is equal to TP. અહીંયા કેટલો હોય?
0.
It will be 0. So what we have to do? We have to differentiate C of t at time t is equal to TP. That will be equal to 0 because we want to find out TP. Okay, so what I will do? I will find out d by dt of C of t. What is C of t? 1 minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into t divided by 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt plus theta. Okay, it will be always be equal to 0. Okay, but what we have to do? The time which is over here should be TP. એટલે અહીંયા શું લખીશું? જ્યાં જ્યાં t આવતો તો એનું આ સાઇન શું થશે? Okay, we want to find out TP. First we have to take the differentiation of this. So in order to take the differentiation, અહીંયાથી differentiation કરીશ એટલે શું થશે? It will be 0, 1 નું 0 થશે. Okay, then minus કોનું differentiation કરીશ પહેલા? e raised to minus zeta omega n into TP. Okay, are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then આનો differentiation થાય e raised to something different એનો આન્સર એ જ આવે. પછી Then over here, so it will be no differentiation, e raised to something, e raised to j વાળો part છે no differentiation, it will be minus zeta omega n tp no differentiation tp થાય એટલે into 1 આવે. I'm not writing 1 over here, into sin omega dt p plus theta 1 minus zeta square. કયા પહેલા કઈ ટર્મનું ડિફરન્શિએશન કરવું? જો આ 1 નું તો 0 થઈ જશે. હવે આ ટર્મનું ડિફરન્શિએશન કરીએ છીએ તો પહેલા કઈ ટર્મ લીધી મેં? this term differentiation of this e raised to something, so it will be minus e raised to something. એ જે ઉપર જે હતા raised to હતા એનો આન્સર શું આવ્યો? minus zeta omega n. this is raised to as it is. Okay, divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. Are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then આ થઈ ગયું, આનું બાકી. So what? Minus e raised to minus zeta omega n into tp, differentiation of this term sin omega dt p plus dt plus theta, not tp p અહીંયા નહીં આવે, omega dt plus theta. What will be differentiation of sin omega dt plus theta? આ ટર્મનું differentiation બોલો.
Cos omega dt.
cos omega dt.
dt plus theta આખી ટર્મ આવશે ને, cos omega dt plus theta આખી. ઓકે, પછી આ t છે એટલે અહીંયા આવશે આગળ, તો આનું ડિફરન્શિએશન શું થશે? ઓમેગા dt t, એનો ડિફરન્શિએશન શું થાય? sin omega dt plus theta આનું ડિફરન્શિએશન કર્યું તમે તો આન્સર શું આવ્યો? cos omega dt plus theta. પછી આનું કરવું પડશે ને, t1 it will be omega d divided by okay, it will be equal to 0. Done. Now what is zeta omega n? N omega d. चलो e raised to minus zeta omega n into tp into bracket minus zeta omega n sin omega dt plus theta upon under root 1 minus zeta square is equal to r minus ने पहली बाजू ले ली, तो it will be plus,
It will be plus.
it will be zeta omega n into tp into omega d cos omega d plus theta under root 1 minus zeta square. Can I cancel it out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then minus zeta e raised to minus zeta omega n into tp into minus zeta omega n sin omega dt plus theta is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n into tp. Omega d, what is the value of omega d? Omega n under root 1 minus zeta square cos omega dt plus theta. Okay,
Yes, sir.
can I cancel it out as well? E raised to minus zeta omega n into tp.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what the term we have got now? What is the last term we have got it now? We have minus, we have this minus zeta omega n into sine omega dt plus theta is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square cos omega dt plus theta. Okay, so it will be sin omega dt plus theta, cos ને આ બાજુ લાવું છું, cos omega dt plus theta, it is equal to omega n up under root 1 minus zeta square upon zeta into omega n. Omega n cancel out. Okay, so it will be 10 omega dt plus theta is equal to under root 1
Under root 1 minus zeta square.
Okay, now what we have assumed, ત્યારે તમે assume કરતા હતા ત્યારે શું assume કર્યું હતું in earlier stage? What we have assumed? 1 minute, that paper is under root 1 minus zeta square. We have assumed sin theta and cos theta is equal to zeta. Okay, so it will be અહીંયા શું આવશે? Sin theta divided by cos theta. So 10 omega dt plus theta is equal to 10. Okay, what does that mean? Tan theta આ બંને ઇક્વેશન ક્યારે થાય? If omega dt is equal to 0, જો આ 0 થાય, so we can write it over here like this. Okay, now so this time is nothing but what? TP, omega dTp 0 ક્યારે થાય? આ ટર્મ 0 ક્યારે થાય? ક્યારે 0 થાય આ ટર્મ? આ ટર્મ 0 ક્યારે થાય? 10 ના ફોર્મમાં 10 ક્યારે 0 થાય? What I am trying to say is આ બંને ઇક્વેશન છે એક સરખા ક્યારે થાય? When this omega dt becomes 0. tan 0 ક્યારે થાય? pi by 2 ઉપર થાય, pi ઉપર થાય, n pi ઉપર થાય.
Zero.
Hmm?
10 0.
tan 0 ક્યારે થાય? pi ના ફોર્મેટમાં. It will be n pi. You will be having omega dTp is equal to n pi. If it is there, then and then only this will be equal. Okay, and we are taking as a first peak. So you will be having Tp is equal to n pi by omega d, and we are taking 1. So it will be n pi by, 1 minute, n pi by omega, sorry, pi by omega d, or in other words pi by omega d, omega n under root 1 minus square Tp. Okay, this is the equation that we have written it over here. Okay, pi by omega d I upon under omega n underscore under root 1 minus zeta square. Okay. Once you will derive it, you will be able to know. Okay. So we are having this 5 formula. Out of this 5 formula, we have completed this TP. Okay. In the next lecture, we will go for TD, TR, TP, and MP. TD, TR, TS, and MP. Done. Any query?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Who do not have a query, they can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, roll number 12. બોલો.
સર આમાં માઇનસ ની સાઇન નહીં વધે
કઈ બાજુ?
સેકન્ડ સ્ટેપમાં આમાં ના સર પેજ ફેરવો સર પેજ ફેરવો ને
એક મિનિટ.
આ જ પેજમાં ફર્સ્ટ સ્ટેપ
એક મિનિટ હું આગળનું પેજ લઈ લઉં એટલે મને બી ખબર પડે. This one.
ના સર સર અહીંયા લાસ્ટ સ્ટેપમાં માઇનસ ની સાઇન
E raised to 1 minute. Let me check it again. E raised to minus. બરાબર છે. 1 minute.
ના સર સોરી સર માઇનસ માઇનસ પ્લસ થઈ જશે એટલે થઈ ગયું
કઈ બાજુ કહો છો તમે?
આ લાસ્ટ સ્ટેપમાં માઇનસ ઈ રેઝ ટુ માઇનસ ઓમેગા છે ને માઇનસ માઇનસ પ્લસ થશે ને
આ માઇનસ અને આ માઇનસ
હા
પ્લસ થશે એટલે પછી મેં અહીંયા મે બી ડાયરેક્ટલી આ હાઇબ્રિડ
માઇનસ લખ્યું હતું ને એટલે
એ માઇનસ.
થેન્ક યુ સર.